Dr. Pinto, the patients would like to get to know you better. So let's answer a few questions that some of our patients may have. How long have you been married?
Well, I met my wife way back in India, and we've been married, it'll be 29 years on the 25th of November this year.
And how many kids do you have?
We have 2 children together. We have a boy, his name is Rohan, he's age 22. He's a senior in college, and we have a young 18-year-old daughter who's a senior in high school as well.
Okay, well, what made you go into medicine?
At a very young age, I was fascinated with going to the doctor. In fact, all the doctor's visits were a fun thing for me. And I think pretty much by grade 4, I had made up my mind that I was going to become a doctor as I grew up. And that was my ambition. And that's what I think drove me to become a physician.
Where are you originally from and where did you study medicine at?
I am from India, as you can well come to the conclusion from my accent. I studied at Goa Medical College, which happens to be a hospital that is affiliated with Bombay University. I did my master's in Obstetrics and Gynecology, and then was a practicing physician in obstetrics for about 6 years. We then headed to England, and I spent 4 years in England and did my master's in Obstetrics and Gynecology, and I'm a fellow of the Royal College of Obstetrics and Gynecology in London, England. We then decided to spread our wings and come to the US, and I had to go through the whole training all over again at Mount Sinai School of Medicine in New York City. And then I did a 3-year fellowship at Washington University in St. Louis. So all in all, I studied a lot.
Okay, how many babies have you delivered? Oh, excuse me, first delivered. When did you deliver your first baby?
I delivered my first baby in January of 1981. And I pretty much stopped delivering babies in June of 2002. It is impossible in that time span to kind of quantify how many babies I may have delivered. But I bet you it's in the thousands.
Wow. There's so many women that want to have their own baby. What would you say to encourage her?
Well, I think the most important aspect of what we are trying to aspire or trying to strive to do or achieve is to help people create a family. And at times this journey is a long, arduous and a very uphill battle. I just think it's very, very important that all of us remain grounded in our faith, because that is key and that is very, very important for us to remember that regardless of however embryos you may have, however good they may be, without His blessings, nothing will succeed.
Absolutely. The last question we have is, what do you do in your spare time?
Well, I don't have a lot of spare time, but in the little spare time that I do have, I really enjoy listening to classical music. I love going for concerts. I don't have any genre of music that I particularly relate to. I definitely enjoy cooking, fly fishing, and traveling. Those are my passion.
Great. Well, thank you for letting our patients know a little bit more about you, Dr. Pinto.
Thanks, Nina.